expect to find if you went to the Mardi Gras in New Orleans and down in that part of the world. We wanted to bring that here, and we've had such great comments and results from the food we served that we thought we'd stay within that. We didn't want to try to get something really foo-foo or something kind of crazy like a lot of chefs do these days. We wanted to just do some stuff, good traditional, good cooking here, and that's what we have. You probably are familiar with most of these dishes, but praline cheesecake over on the left-hand side, and we put a little bit of the nice Mardi Gras colors in the top of it to make it look a lot more festive, and it's loaded with pralines inside and pralines on top. And then we have the beignets, which are very, very popular in New Orleans all year long, and especially around this time of the year. We're going to have them out available in the French Quarter area that we've created inside the park. In addition, the king cake. Well, the king cake is definitely a tradition of Mardi Gras, and ours doesn't have the little baby inside of it because they're for all of our guests. But the tradition of the king cake is the person that gets the little baby inside of it has to host the event, the party next year. And a nice gumbo. And a lot of these dishes, actually, the beignets, the gumbo, the jambalaya, those we serve all year long at Pat O'Brien's in City Walk. But the gumbo is a nice seafood gumbo. It's a shrimp and andouille sausage gumbo, and just packed full of all kinds of great flavors and vegetables and everything else to make a gumbo. Good brown roux that's cooked into it. And then jambalaya. The jambalaya can be really made with any kind of proteins you want, or even vegetarian if you wanted to. Here we chose to make a jambalaya that we felt was good for the overall guests, and that includes a little bit of the andouille sausage, which gives it a nice little spice and heat to it, and then there's some chicken and the shrimp mixed into it, along with a number of different vegetables, and there's some black eyed peas in it. And of course, it's a rice-based dish, so it's loaded up with rice, and it's all cooked together for a couple hours, to make a really great type of casserole dish. And then we have andouille sausage straight away, and we put them in a nice French bread, a nice crusty French bread with some peppers and onions, and we have that available in the French Quarter, of course, and we're grilling them and then serving them up. And those are the main dishes that we do for Mardi Gras here. So, if anybody has any questions, I'd be more than happy to answer.
Did anybody ask about beignets? Because I was over there talking. Will you be making and serving beignets?
Yes, beignets, which I have out there,
will
be and they will be available. They'll be in the French Quarter part of out here in the streets through the entire Mardi Gras. And I guess you all know Mardi Gras runs till April the 15th, and it's every Saturday night and some select other nights. And there's a lot of great bands. We probably have that list, or we'll be supplied that list, or maybe they already talked to you about that. So there's a lot of great bands coming, and this weekend we have the B-52s, and next week we have Kelly Clarkson, and Boys to Men, and on after that. What else can I tell you about with food?
Does anybody ever ask for special dietary exceptions?
On a daily basis, we get a lot of people that are looking for vegetarian offerings, vegan offerings, lactose intolerant offerings, and we try to accommodate that the best. Even kosher meals, we try to accommodate that the best we can. But within Mardi Gras, with this food, we haven't gotten really any requests for that. I think they get it, but in the park with the other facilities that are open, they can find something usually that'll accommodate their dietary restrictions. And a lot of times, if guests call in ahead with, let's say, severe allergies, especially with children, they'll contact our guest services, and then they actually contact us in food services. And I have one gentleman who specifically, one of his tasks and his job is to meet with those people and to arrange with them where they can go and have a meal that's going to be safe for their allergic person in their group. And we make sure we have all the accommodations in place for that if we know in advance. Yep. What else can I tell you about?
With all the great Mardi Gras New Orleans traditional foods, all the Creole food, how do you narrow it down to just these basics?
That there's so much great food that comes out of that part of the world. I've been fortunate enough to been there a number of times, and every time I go there, you find something else. We do poor boy sandwiches. I should have mention that. That's going to be available actually in our boulangerie. We do the poor boys. How do you limit it? Well, you know, we do a lot of people come to visit us, so we have to keep our menus somewhat controllable from our standpoint, so we can deliver the food to the guests in an appropriate amount of time, so that, you know, they don't have to wait a long time and they get to eat something that we feel they're going to enjoy, and it's good, and it's quality, and it's got the flavors and everything about it. So that's how we kind of narrow it down. We look at, you know, what we could do in a large setting with a lot of people, that we can cook well and deliver to the guests quickly, hot, and the way it should be. So that's why we kind of bring it down to these items. A lot of things, if you cooked a la carte, let's say in a restaurant, oh, you could do a lot of other, you could do some delicious dishes. And you know, we do try to, you know, during Mardi Gras, we do look at our full service restaurants and look and see if we can do little things where we can. Maybe the chef will offer a special that day, doing a blackened mahi-mahi or something like that. In fact, Lombard's Landing, one of our full service restaurants in Universal, has blackened fish on the menu all year round. So we do have those things available, and do even try to do a little bit more of it through the Mardi Gras.
Any special alcoholic creations this year?
Alcoholic creations. Well, you know, we always try to come up with a couple of things. Of course, the Hurricane is probably the most popular, and I think they got a couple other fun drinks. I really don't know the exact names of them.
Yeah, because there's so much that's specific to New Orleans as it comes to alcohol.
Yeah, and there will be some specialty fun drinks out there available. Yes. What else can I tell you guys?
What's your favorite?
What's my favorite dish here? You know, I would have to say personally, I like the jambalaya. I like rice dishes in general. I love risottos, and I like just making a beautiful rice pilaf. And rice is such a staple food, and you find it all over the world, and all the cultures use it, whether it's Asian or it's Hispanic or whatever, Latin. So rice to me is just a great dish. So when you can take and make jambalaya and incorporate whatever kind of ingredients you want, whether it be chicken and shrimp like we did it, or venison or rabbit or whatever, you know, it makes a great dish. So I like the jambalaya. And it's kind of one of those good hearty, stick to your rib kind of foods, you know. Well, what else?
Can you demonstrate the proper way to eat a crawfish?
Well, I don't actually have any crawfish out here today, but you know, you pull them apart and you suck the guts right out of them, so to speak, or suck the insides right out of them. I'm born in Brooklyn, so I'll show you how to eat a hot dog real good.
I'll show you how to eat a knish.
Well, I hope you all come and join us at Mardi Gras at one of the evenings, one of the days, and sample some of the food, and you know, and maybe ride in the parade or catch some beads or whatever else, and enjoy some fun here at Universal.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.